Hey folks, lyarri here. Today we're going to be watching The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, a Dunkview by Dunkey. I'm excited for this. I haven't really played this handheld Zelda game. I played, I think it was like the Four Seasons one. Zelda's that one series that I've always really wanted to play a lot more of. I've only really played Twilight Princess. At least, like, almost beat Twilight Princess. I didn't really beat Four Seasons. Anyways, let's go. Hmm.
Among Zelda
Whoa.
games, Link's Awakening is one of the true bizarro oddities. There is no Hyrule,
pretty cool.
no Triforce, no Master Sword. In fact, there are no puzzles or dungeons either. At least that's how the game was for me when I was 10. I don't think I even made it past the raccoon part. So for me, the gameplay was mowing grass and hitting goblins in the forest. Revisiting this game 20 years later, I understood why I never beat this game. Because some of this shit does not make sense. There is an owl that tells you what to do. There are
Okay.
owl statues that tell you what to do. There are hint houses spread all over the map. And even with all this stuff telling you how to beat the game, you're probably going to get stuck somewhere. And that is the downfall of the old school Zelda formula. You have this vast, expansive map to explore, but often only one very specific way to progress the game. Just like Metroid,
That's
it is
true.
easy to miss one subtle cue and spend 30 minutes wandering in circles, accomplishing nothing. People who love these games have played them so many times they can no longer see the unintuitive faults, which is probably why I enjoyed this game the most on the third playthrough. Above all else, it's the weirdness of this Zelda that makes it so special.
Okay,
One of the
Donkey.
weirdest things about it is how smooth the game plays. You compare
Yeah, it
Super
looks
Mario
really,
Bros.
like,
Super
neat.
Mario Land 2 on the Game Boy. In terms of gameplay, they aren't even close, baby. Super Mario World is way more precise and smoother to control, with so many more power-ups and mechanical flourishes. Typically, Super Nintendo games had better graphics and smoother controls than their Game Boy counterparts. However, Link's Awakening plays more like a sequel to A Link to the Past, and that's because it was developed by the same team 2 years later. In Link to the Past, Link is like a fucking pinball. If you get hit, you get bounced. If you hit an enemy, you get bounced. Look at this thing in the middle. Guess what that does? It bounces you. Now combine that with dungeons littered with holes in the ground, spike traps, conveyor belts, and ice-covered floors. Link's Awakening
Yeah.
incorporates all of the fun power-ups and twists from the Super Nintendo game into a more polished package, using smart design choices to make Link stronger, more stable, and more agile, all while operating under much heavier hardware constraints. On the Game Boy,
It looks
this was
good.
a technical marvel, but for me, it's the Switch version where it really sings. 2D Zeldas have always been more focused and tighter paced than the 3D titles, but the remaster takes the most compact Zelda and squeezes it into a tiny, glossy gem. It makes for a game where every step you take feels like 10, and soaring across the map with your hookshot is pure magic. Once you've been
Looks
indoctrinated
so
by the
fun.
goofy-ass video game logic of Zelda, this is maybe the most replayable game in the series. But it's not the gameplay that made me fall in love with this game. It's the story. Zelda Link's Awakening. It's a funny title, because first off, Zelda isn't even in this game. Secondly, you don't even play as Link. You play as a guy called Blanca. And there's Mario characters everywhere and evil Kirby. And get this, the entire game takes place inside of a fish's dream. I'm always telling you guys about how there needs to be more video games where the entire thing takes place inside of a fish's dream. This game not only delivers on that very specific request, this game invented the fishing minigame. The remastered
Whoa.
visuals have this plastic sheen suggestive of a child playing with toys. The houses are full of little details that color in the person living there, and even though this game has a great soundtrack, it is almost never referenced in subsequent games, further reinforcing its uniqueness.
Huh. That'd be
Legendary
sick.
game director Takashi Tezuka cited Twin Peaks as one of his major inspirations here. The world of Koholint is dreamlike and mysterious, but populated by quaint villages full of oddball characters, and there's an owl. Even stranger, the plot of this game is very similar to David Lynch's later film, Mulholland Drive. Most Zelda games hinge on a battle between good and evil, where your goal is to save the world. But in Link's Awakening, you gradually discover that your goal this time is to destroy the world. If Link doesn't wake up from the dream, he'll drown in the ocean. But if he does, this entire world that you've come to know will cease to exist. What's tragic?
Okay, that's actually really cool. I'm a huge fan. This I'm kind of sold on playing this game. I'm not gonna lie. I need to say how much it is.
Magic is how the world makes such a big impact on the player without slamming it with reams of dialogue. Link has a little girlfriend that wants to be a seagull. He wins a Yoshi doll for a baby. He trades an alligator a can of dog food for a banana. The mayor of Sim City gets catfished by a goat. Wart from Super Mario Bros. 2 is holding an underground concert. You crawl into a crypt to resurrect a legendary chicken. Where Twin Peaks was often dark and ominous, Zelda doubles down on jokes and humor, burying its darker elements much deeper beneath the surface. Just like a dream, Link's Awakening can be bizarre and illogical. Koholint Island may be the most idyllic place Link has ever been, but sometimes in life, the thing you have to do is the last thing you want to do, like waking up and getting out of
True.
bed. And that's why this is my favorite Zelda story.
Huh. That was a fantastic Dunkview. And that's the bottom line because that's what Stone Cold said. True. This was a really cool, yeah, this was just a really cool video. Sorry. This game has, I'm gonna read the comments because I need to collect my thoughts. Oh, actually no, sorry, what I was gonna say is, this was like one of the best Dunkviews I've seen. I just really liked his review of it. I thought like, or view of it, it's not a review. But, it was just really like passionate, and it showed like the flaws of the game pretty quick, but it also showed like what made him love the game. And it was never like it felt very genuine. I liked it a lot. This game has one of the best remake art styles ever. Love beating it for the first time on the Switch. Art style, the original and the remake, both fantastic. Yeah, this is true. And I love how unique this video felt in comparison to the rest of your content. Much like the game in question. Yeah, especially with the ending of it. Donkey tried to I see why people are saying this is a really good video. I think it's just because he went for something different, because usually he's very meme heavy, and this wasn't very meme heavy. It was just chill and earnest. I liked it a lot. And it was funny. But a lot of the funniness was showing how the game itself is funny. It's neat. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye. Hey folks, lyarri here. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe to me on YouTube, on Twitch, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.